right. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Today is Free Your Mind Friday. Free Your Mind Friday, Feel Good Friday, Financial Freedom Friday, Fierce and Fabulous Friday. So, whatever acronym you want to call it, I say Free Your Mind Friday because you know what? Today is always a great day to free your mind from any distractions, any clutter, any negative thinking, and wipe the slate clean just like a chalkboard and start to fill your mind with all kind of great knowledge, great information, especially when it comes to finances, because that's what I'm going to talk about today, the 8 commitments in my econ or in business. So good evening, Tavius. Good evening, Arthur. Good evening, Patrick. Welcome to the Rucker Report. Type in the comments the city and state where you're tuning in from so I can know just how far my reach of my broadcast is going today. I hope you guys have something spectacular planned for the weekend and that you plan on doing something that you absolutely enjoy. If you're watching the replay, make sure you hashtag replay. So, and share this video blog. Invite some people to tune in on this video blog. And if someone is available to do so, if you could type in the comments the 8 commitments as I read them off and tell you what they are, that would be greatly appreciated. So people who may join in on the video blog late can pick up and follow where we are, what we're talking about. So I'm very excited. I'm refreshed. I'm rejuvenated. I definitely am focused. I am doing a 90-day challenge regarding my finances and educating people on finances. So I'm enjoying this journey to stretch myself and to push myself and to totally get out of my comfort zone beyond where I have ever been stretched to go. So this is part of my 90-day challenge, is engaging people in my video blogging and my topics. So hi, Frederick Portis. Type in the comments, city and state where you are tuning in from. Thank you for joining the Rucker Report, sir. And I'll start off with the number 1 commitment in MyEcon or in business. Is number 1, you have to be a product of the product. So being a product of the product means that you have to know your product better than anybody else, and you also need to know your target market and who you want to speak to. So that is called branding. Being a product of your product is part of branding who you are with the services, with the products, with the education, with what you do, so people can know who you are. So part of my brand is the Rucker Report. Everybody knows me as Bethany Rucker of the Rucker Report. And I started recently my YouTube channel of the Rucker Report. So you can get all kinds of different empowerment and information on my YouTube channel. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for tuning in. Type in the city and state where you're tuning in from and share this video blog, please. So number 1, being a product of the product is essential to anybody's business, but definitely in MyEcon, which is my business, my economy, my personal financial success company. Number 2 commitment is post daily. Learn how to leverage social media. It is absolutely free to use social media. You have Snapchat, you have LinkedIn, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have Instagram. So posting daily themes will engage your audience. Of course, when you start talking about controversial stuff, messy stuff, dramatization stuff like, cheating, marriage, relationships, backstabbers, just all kind of negative stuff, or like the biggest thing, the controversy about Nike and Colin Kaepernick. When you pick topics like that, your ratings go through the roof. It's like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Everybody's tuned in. Everybody's wanting to see what you're talking about. Everybody wants to hear a little bit of juicy, racy drama, right? But when you're talking about money, it's like crickets. You can hear the, Sprint commercial, the pin drop. When you're trying to help people get their finances together and you're trying to show them that there's a better way of living, there's a better way of doing things, and there's a better way to help shift their income back into their home for their families so that you're not stretched so thin and living paycheck to paycheck. Nobody wants to share your information. Nobody wants to listen to what you're saying, or they're just sitting back and watching. But let me put up a meme or a post about, boss up, level up, or some kind of funny joke. Share, 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 share. I see they share all the time, but they don't share money matters. They don't share financial matters and things because everything comes back to money that we do in life. Anytime we leave our house, we're spending money. We're spending money in the gas we use to get to work every day. We're spending money going to Starbucks or the lunch we buy every day or the dinner, the happy hour, going to the movies, whatever. Everything comes back to money. So why is it so uncomfortable to talk about money, right? All right, number 3 commitment is market daily. Get your posts into groups on your friends' timelines. If they're your friends, then they won't mind you sharing your information on their timeline. It doesn't cost anything. Social media is free. As long as you're not sharing something and they have the same business, then obviously they wouldn't want you to share that. But otherwise, why would they get upset about you sharing your information on their timeline? They say they're your friends, right? Your friends are supposed to support what you do, right? And supporting me on social media doesn't cost you a dime. It doesn't cost you no time. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't even require you to purchase anything from me. So why would you be upset for me sharing my information, trying to get my information out there in my brand so that I can continue to help people financially get out of debt, right? So, number 4, master new member enrollment process. Anytime you have a business, if you're in network marketing, and you bring on a new business partner, you want to make sure you give them a solid foundation, like a new orientation direction sheet that they can follow. And like I said, that they can follow. You don't do it for them as far as you don't hold their hand and baby them, because when a person makes a decision that they want to be an entrepreneur and a business owner, it requires that they take action. It requires that they be consistent, and it requires that they put forth effort and not give you a bunch of excuses. So don't allow people to waste your time. Sometimes they become business partners and they don't do anything because they really weren't serious and they really haven't changed their mindset, their thinking, and they haven't figured out how to remove the distractions that are holding them back and causing them to make all these excuses and procrastination. Hey, Miss Gwendolyn. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in, ladies. So, commitment number 5, read daily. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Reading out loud will help your confidence as a speaker. So, I always say practice in the bathroom mirror. Read out loud, look at yourself, look at your facial expressions, feel your tone, listen to your tone. Listen to your energy, see your energy, listen to your posture, see your posture. And the more you speak in the mirror and you practice and you do get more confident in what you're saying, you become more powerful with your words. You become more excited. You become more enthusiastic. Your energy, what's on the inside, becomes to show. As they say, I've been glowing, which, I don't know exactly how you glow, but, thanks for everybody who's told me that they can see that I'm glowing and everything. So when you practice, though, you practice how you play. So the more you practice and then you prepare, you will be in a different mindset and your energy will be different when you practice, right? So be prepared to practice in the mirror until you get past your stuttering or your stumbling or you losing your train of thought. So you don't say, and your words can flow and your thought process can flow, because that's how you get better. And of course, challenge yourself. If you've never done a Facebook Live, get on there and do a live. And even if you mess up through it and keep going forward until you get to the end of the video blog. And I guarantee you, your confidence will go up a notch from where it was before you didn't face that fear. So reading daily. So I'm on my next book by OG Mandino. This is the next book that I started reading from the first book of his. I have like a 3-book series. So I just read a little bit every day. 15 minutes is a great number to start and make sure that you read and put something in your mind to help transform your mind daily. And as you begin to do that consistently, your reading time will increase because you'll begin to want to read more. You'll begin to want to, or audiobook, YouTube, listen to things that are positive, that are empowering, that push you and stretch your vision. Number 6 is listen daily. So listen to positive audios daily, like Brian Bean, like Jim Rohn, like Lisa Nichols, like Les Brown, Tony Robbins. There's a whole bunch of positive motivational speakers out there that you can listen to. But are you doing it on a daily and consistent basis? If you're saying you want different results, then you got to do something different. And doing something different starts in your mind. It starts with what you listen to. It starts with what you put into your psyche, into your spirit. Hey, Rico, Mr. Crave Magazine, top-notch model. I am so proud of you, dude. I am so happy to see your growth. You are killing the game, killing the game. And so that's what you have to do. That's number 6. You have to listen to the right things on a day-to-day basis. So number 7, commitment is you have to stay plugged in. If you have a business, you have to stay plugged into the training, because surrounding yourself with like-minded people, with like-minded thinkers, and listening and getting that great information, that great value, that comes from being plugged in. If you're not plugged into the training, which is easily accessible in MyEcon because you have online training, so you can do it at your convenience. There's a plethora of training calls on just about every night of the week. So if one night doesn't work for you, you can join on another night. But if you continue to not prioritize your time and prioritize what's important, then you're going to sit back and watch Empire instead of building your empire. You're going to sit back and watch Greenleaf instead of building your empire. You're going to sit back and watch Queen Sugar or some of the other high-profile Love Is new TV series that people are tuned into, Power, and then they get on social media and they talk about it. They hashtag it. They have a whole discussion. But do they get paid for that? Do they get paid for that marketing? Do they get paid for that advertising? No, they don't. But yet they can't shift their mindset to see the value in marketing and branding themselves and investing in themselves and be excited that they have a business. Nobody knows you're in business if you don't talk about it, right? So be aggressive about that. Be excited about that. Be courageous. Be bold. Who cares what somebody says and how it looks to them? Because you're on a mission. You have vision. You have the finish line. You see where you want to go, where you want to be. So as long as that's what's important to you, what doesn't matter what someone else says about how you conduct your business, when you conduct your business, and how often you conduct your business, because they're going to still be stuck sitting watching Power on Fox. They're going to sit back and still be watching Empire and Power and all these different shows. They're getting paid to put those shows together. They're working. What are you doing? Do you have another stream of income, or are you dependent on one single income? You can't expand your income to an extra digit with one income. You're just one paycheck away from not having a paycheck, because as soon as they don't want you around anymore and you're expendable, they're going to let you go from your job that you thought they so needed you for. So, and the final commitment, number 8, is attend all Game Changers all year long. It will give you a totally different perspective. It will help you see the big picture. It will help you to hone in on your skills and improve where you fall short and where you lack confidence, because you're in a room full of millionaires. You're in a room full of people who've already done what you are trying to do, who have set a blueprint, a foundation, an easy roadmap to success. So you're not, being sold some wolf tickets, or you're not on the internet looking for somebody to give you coaching and to give you guidance that don't produce results. If you haven't been to a Game Changer, you're not really that serious in MyEcon. Game Changers are everything, because you always learn something new, even though it's the same information. You always are able to reflect and see what you're doing wrong. You get to hear different perspectives, different approaches from different personalities, because we all have different personalities, right? So when you are able to get more tools to add to your tool belt, to expand your vision, to expand your business, and to go hard or go home with it, man, it will change everything you do. You would never just quit and get out of your business. You never quit and give up on what you do on your job. You should be taking notes at your job. What does your boss do? Why does your boss do what he or she does? How is the company ran? Why do they market a certain way? I would take everything and leverage every bit of information that I have, that I learned, that I'm equipped to experience on my job, so my job can finance my future. Because at the end of the day, that is what ultimately an entrepreneur is and does. You take the same knowledge, you take the same education that you get on your job in your career, and there's nothing wrong with staying on your job and loving it and getting a steady paycheck, as well as building your own business and having another stream of income and increasing your cash flow. Nobody says you have to quit your job, but the one thing you won't be blindsided with is if they decide to let you go, then you will be just fine financially, because the whole while you were getting that steady paycheck, you were working your plan, you had a plan, and you executed. You thought, you planned, you executed. So the 8 commitments in MyEcon or in any business are fail-proof. But do you have the tenacity, the elasticity? Do you have what it takes to never give up on you? Because most people give up on themselves. They can make the excuse and say, oh, it doesn't work, it wasn't for me, it's a scam, it's a pyramid thing, you can't make no money doing that. But when we go to Game Changer, we're sitting in a room full of millionaires who's done it, who's still doing it, and they ain't talking about retiring. They enjoy going to work every day. They enjoy making money and continue to make more money through investment education. So this is what I want to share with you, because you know what? If you're ready for a change, we have the solution to your financial issues by educating you and giving you the personal financial success education that you so need, that you don't have, and that you have no idea that is available to you, because it's not going to be something that you were taught in school. But yet you're willing to pay a great amount of money to go to college and get an education, but you're not willing to invest $48 to change your financial situation around for you and your family, so that you can be prepared if one day your job decides to let you go and say, cut it, we don't want you here anymore, we don't need you anymore. I'm sorry to inform you, but we're going to have to let you go today. Because it's happening every day. It's happening. It's happened to me. It's happened to other people. And you know what? We were not prepared for that. And so what do we go into? Panic mode. We go into stress mode. We get into depressed mode. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning into the Rucker Report today. Hey, Isaac. Hey, Leon. And the last few followers who came on. Please share this video blog on your page. If you are watching the replay, make sure you hashtag replay. If you are ready to start your financial freedom journey, please text 4790 to 314-301-9354, and I will be glad to get you started on your journey today and help teach you what the rules of the wealthy are. Because trust and believe, not having access to the knowledge, to the education, membership has its privileges. And when you don't have access to those privileges through membership, you are surely missing out, and you really don't know what you're missing. So love, peace, and soul, everybody, on this Free Your Mind Friday. Get your money up, because you absolutely can, and you absolutely deserve to do just that.